Oh, the quality is not at its peak. I'm using my laptop. Um, Welcome if you see this, if it's later on in 2022 or now. But yeah, I read to turn off my notifications on my phone. Um, oh. Hi, welcome to my stream. I'm gonna do story. Oh, I'm gonna tell stories and stuff, and I might do my makeup. I don't know. My friends are weird. But on do not disturb because I do not want to get like 500 notifications later and not know what's going on. Because, yeah. And I'm gonna go turn on my light and I'm going to do my makeup and tell stories from all over the world, like maybe some of Krampus and stuff. It is holidays. And if you were a child, I would say stay in my stream because it's not the greatest content. But yeah. Oh god. I'm wearing a sports bra, so with glamour. But yeah, if you want to see the tracking thing, I have the Google Stand tracker next to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna start doing my makeup. I know I have. I was about to say I know I have 30 primers. I use 3 primers because it's the worst winter season ever, especially in the province in Canada where I am. I'm from Ontario, and it's like the worst for when it comes to like having dry, sensitive skin, and I can't do anything about it. But I'm gonna start reading a story. If you want a story or you know of something, share it down below, of like a lore or something. I can like look it up. I know a little bit about Thanksgiving, the holidays, some holidays. Okay, that's better, kind of. This is my favorite perfume. I just want to randomly share it. It's the Christmas Forever by Zara. I can't get enough of it. This year, I literally enjoyed it enough. I want to get another one. But I just put on my face the Maybelline primer. It's a great, smooth, fast, like. But to get rid of those nasty little pores, I probably will run it like halfway and remove all my makeup because I do not like makeup on my face because I always get breakouts, which I don't mind. But I'm trying to get my computer to load. My Wi-Fi is very slow. But if you want once a week for me to just do a live stream, but I'm almost at 300 subscribers. Not almost. I'm ways away. But I don't mind. Okay, I'm gonna do like a story time of something that happened to me when I was a kid. Now, I'm not gonna use names of people. I'm just gonna use my name because it's none of people's business to really for me to share their business. but my grandmother, I call her mom. It's a long story. And I was convinced my stepdad to climb to the roof, or her boyfriend, I call him my stepdad, still to this day. But yeah, um, to like go to the roof, and when he was digging around, trying to be sweet and like do something special for me for Christmas, the man fell off of the roof. And when I say he fell, he slid. And the funny part was he landed right outside my window. And he couldn't really do anything about it because he did injure himself. He didn't go to the hospital or anything. He just, the moral of the story is if you're going to do something sweet on Christmas, and if you have a fireplace, just do the old fashioned, cute, kidsy stuff. Yeah. I'm not going to ruin a lot of things. I just am an adult living my adult life. Failing at being an adult because, yeah. I'm going live tomorrow after I do my vlog, morning Christmas vlog, and then yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna call it early night, but I'm gonna be on here for a few hours. I might do 2 streams. I was gonna film a video, but I'm planning to do like reaction stuff in 2023. I'm gonna try to go for a smoky eye tag. I don't have makeup brushes. If you ever seen a makeup video that I did, anytime if the stream's still up on my channel, if I decide to put it up, I never use makeup brushes. I always use the tip of my sponge, which I got a new one finally. One of my friends that watched one of my makeup videos was like, girl, get a new sponge. It's good for everyone. It's just the one you have has never been changed, which is weird. But I might go in the fridge and get a water bottle. I have like a few cool things over. I have a TV, a mini fridge, a jukebox. But the things I got were over the years. It wasn't like things. Yeah. But I'm gonna another story time is how I got so sick on like Christmas, I believe it was. Yeah. It was the few days before Christmas. And I remember waking up Christmas morning and just looking at my gifts, and I just toppled over into the couch. I'm like, this year might be a little different, Mom. I don't want to do Christmas like right now. And it was weird. Santa came. I'm like, Mom, I'm not interested. And my poor grandmother, as I said, I call Mom, turned and looked at me and was like, child, if you don't get up and open at least one thing, I'm going to cry. So she handed me one thing, and I was like, Mom, I don't want to do this. I don't feel good. She's like, okay, just open something. And if you don't feel good, you can go straight back to bed. And I cried watching The Grinch because I literally loved that movie growing up. I want to do a movie watching, but I might open up a Discord server so like next time I go live and I want to do something like this. But yeah, I'm gonna call my friend John and see if he wants to be in the stream in a bit. But I'm gonna tell stories for the fun of it because again. But I remember just being so ill, and my mom's like, we should go to the hospital. We couldn't get even out the door. This was pre-COVID, pre-everything, like pre-pandemic. And my mom goes and says, maybe we shouldn't go outside because it was like minus 12 out. And in Canada, when it's winter, we get the odd day where it gets up to minus 12 in Ontario. And I lived in Alberta for a year, which was great and all, but I literally couldn't do anything because of how cold it was. But I'll tell winter story times later. There's some really good ones. By the way, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation in shade. I think it was on the lid when I took it off. I think it was something, not ivory. I don't know. If I find it, I'll say what shade it is. But I remember just asking my mom, may we stop like Christmas this year? She's like, "But Christmas," and I'm like, "But I don't want to move." I feel like my colon erupted, and my mom goes and says, "Marissa, go back to bed." And I slept 10 and a half. Oh no, I'm too pale now. But like years later, now looking back, I was fortunate. Like now, I don't have to worry about living in a pandemic. I don't have to worry about being all stressed out about certain things. I mean, growing up, it was simple. For me now, I realized I was more lucky then. But another story time that happened to me, this was a few years ago. I always celebrated Christmas with a big group of people. And when I celebrate Christmas, we do a big thing, and it's like, we have people come over, we have family and friends. And we had a porter with us. And in Canada, Thanksgiving is a month before Americans do their Thanksgiving. Nothing against America. It's just how we do things here in Canada. And it's very fun when it comes to Thanksgiving because when we do Thanksgiving, it's a lot different because Halloween is a week later, basically. And when I say it's a week later, gee, a week later, because we sometimes celebrate it. Yeah. And I enjoy Thanksgiving. It's just one of those amazing moments with, yeah. And we had a border living with us. I'm not going to name names because it probably sued. Um, every year we had problems with her. And it got to the point where when she didn't have anywhere to go, we couldn't just leave her to fend for herself. She had two really big dogs. I'm 100 and maybe 40 pounds, and these dogs doubled my weight. And when I say I had to like be careful if I tried to walk them, I had to be careful. I love the dogs, believe me. They're beautiful. I'm a dog person, but I have cats because I can't take care of a dog right now. I have a knee problem. I dislocate my knee. It's very fun. But when I was dealing with the Christmas dinner and with her, I never really see my mom. It's not my choice. I just never have the time to see my biological mother. I miss her. She misses me. I call her all the time. We talk. It's good. She goes and says something online of, "I'm cooking dinner. I have the right to kick someone out. If your mom does anything, I'm kicking you out of the house today, and I'm kicking your mom out." I'm like, "I live here. My room's upstairs. You can't kick me out." And then the second she moved out, I took over the basement, and I had like a whole entire room down there. It was great. I had a lovely time because I had my own space. I had my like little moments where I like could get away and like lock myself in my room. I have this lip primer thing from Elf. It doesn't really work. To me, this looks like a concealer, but I don't know. But over the years, I was never a holiday person. But this year, I don't really want to celebrate Christmas. It's my personal decision. But I love the holidays. I would spend every moment celebrating again and again with the ones I love. But fortunately, you don't always get extra holidays with those who you love. I lost my grandmother in October, so it's a little difficult. I told people I became really distant, not depressed. I just didn't really want to talk to people. It wasn't my choice. I just didn't want to deal with drama. My life was filled with drama for a long time, and the Mac isn't actually my Mac. It's a school computer. Um, my school asked me if I had a job, and I told them I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. Just said, okay, let's go with that. So when I'm like working, I quote unquote work on my channel. It's not really a job, but I love doing it. But I tried to explain to my teacher, like, I don't really like want to like continue on with talking about certain things. I zoned out. But I was talking with my grandmother and stuff before she died, and then when she died, something happened. But I always remember, like, holidays aren't about gifts, it's not about money, it's not about all you can have, it's not about those who come and go out of your life, it's about what you make of it. And this is the worst lip pumping product I've ever used. And it burns. But I remember, like, every holiday, I'd call my grandmother, even if it's just for a few minutes. On my birthdays especially, I would call her and I'd be like, "Hi, grandma, it's me. I just wanted to wish you a happy whatever." And my birthday's today. I just went, yeah. And I would literally enjoy that moment I called her because I could. And I loved it so much because I loved her. And the only thing that really helped me enjoy school after her death was not telling anyone because I went to a very Catholic school. But I remember the only teacher I told, like, I'm gonna call her Miss H for her sake, and she was like so sweet about it. I told her I don't want to go to class. And then I told another teacher, and I remember every Halloween we have dress down days. I I would put my school uniform on, but I don't like how I look in it. So, and I always grew up trusting myself, right? When it came to uniforms. But growing up, when it came to school uniforms, I never really liked them because in my school, especially, we had a lot of judgmental teachers. We had one teacher once chase a bunch of the schoolgirls around trying to pull down on their skirts because they were too high, and it was like awkward. Since it was Catholic school, you couldn't really have bodily piercings. So if you had like a nose piercing, lip piercing, you would have to take it out, right? And if you just got it, it's not the easiest thing to do, right? But like they really didn't care if you were like saying, "I just got it piercing, man. She ain't budging." But I'm gonna tell another story. This was a great Christmas as well. Same Christmas holiday. I remember saying, "Mom, I don't want to have my mom over, right?" She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "The border." And then she's like, "Don't let the border to you." I don't know. And I tried to tell her, like, "Mom, if I have my biological mom over, this is the year before I moved out west." And I'm like, "Mom, I'm pleading with you. I cannot have my mom over." So convincing. "Do you want your mom over?" I'm like, "No, if it's gonna cause a problem and a full war in my kitchen." But she also made a rule: no one can be in her kitchen when like things are going on and when things are cooking, right? I have to drink water every time I feel sick or something. I don't know. I have low B12 sometimes, and I recently found that out. And it could be a lot of like the reasons why I haven't been doing the greatest in health the last few years. I lost my sponge. Oh no. I put all like my makeup on my bed and now I can't find this sponge. But what actually do I know? This sponge. There's a sponge. It was under my laptop. But I remember telling her, like, "Mom, if I have her over, she will ruin Christmas. She will blame me for everything." She says, "If she starts one thing, let me know." I'm like, "Mom, I'm begging you. I don't get to see my mom that often, and I don't want to spend Christmas not enjoying it." It's Christmas Day, and everyone was like, "Hey, Marissa, how are you?" People picture a bad view when it comes to me because there was a few times growing up when I rebelled and became a noxious person. Not gonna lie, not the greatest years of my life. I was annoying, but I matured, and yeah. And I told my mom, like, "Mom, I don't know if we should do this. Like, maybe can I go for dinner and like skip Christmas and like not even like look at what she's cooking in the kitchen because she's a good cook." And I always told her that, and I always loved her food. But I remember like, "Mom, I'm telling you 100%, this is gonna end in like the biggest fight. I can feel it in my blood. My blood's boiling. Trust me." And I told her, "Mom, this is not gonna be the greatest Christmas dinner." And she was like, "Child, you're gonna do good. You got this. Good soup. Let's go. Good. Go to the kitchen." And I was having one of those times where I wasn't feeling good. This was pre-pandemic, right the month before COVID just wrapped it everywhere. We had rapid tests going out, COVID, schools were closing down. I told my mom, "Hi, how are you?" when she came in. And I said, "Mom, want some juice, want some water?" We had deviled eggs. My mom every year makes the best. I don't say I like them. You can see me running to the kitchen. Mine. And it's my favorite. It's my favorite part of Christmas, and I will always be like, "Mine." And every year, my mom's like, "Share some. We don't eat them all. We don't be that disrespectful in this house." But I like them. They're good. And I remember going, I'm like, "Mom, can I have a double take? It's like 12. I'm not feeling the greatest." Just, and then when I go to grab it, this girl goes in and slams her hand down in the fridge and says, "No." And my mom looks at her and she says, "I cooked them. She can have them. She can have a whole entire plate. You can make her own as well if you want her yourself." But we always had problems with her in my house. And then, like, really bad problems to the point where no one felt comfortable with her. She's a good person. I love her. She was there all my life. And I don't know why things bad started happening between us over the years. I don't, it just happens. And I remember saying, "Mama, I do not want her to be mean to my mom." And being a 16-year-old kid saying this to another adult in front of another adult broke everyone's hearts because I was going through a lot. I was very stressed, and my mom goes and says, "Well, child, if you want to deal with your holiday with your mom." We never really dealt back into this, me and my grandmother. She goes and says, "Marissa, enjoy your holidays." She says, "If she starts anything, just don't do anything. Come to me." And when my mom comes over, we have this routine of like going on our phone devices for like an hour. And then we sit and talk for an hour and then we just do whatever. It's just a thing. And she gets pissed with because no one's helping her in the kitchen. I asked her, I helped her make a pie before this in the morning. I helped make a cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I'm not good at cooking, but I can say I kind of make a good cheesecake. And my mom goes and it's like, "You guys are gonna be friendly. This is gonna be a good day. We're not gonna have any problems." And my mom goes and says, "This is a good day. We're having a good day. This is gonna turn into a war." Not even before people started arriving. We had like 10 people in our house, maybe all together. We had a kid, someone's kid, and I'm like, "Mom, I'm telling you, I just got a bad feeling something bad is gonna happen. Maybe we should cancel Christmas," because she has that personality. If you did something to offend her, you will personally offend her. And like my God, sneeze. And this one guy. Ah, I wish I didn't put my beauty blender in my mouth. But it's Christmas Eve. And I remember asking her mom, "Can we cancel Christmas?" 4 times now, 5 times. I don't know how many times I said it. And she's like, "No, child, enjoy the holidays. Let it go." And I remember saying, "Mom, every year I would watch Frozen with her." And I'm like, "Can we watch Frozen?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's the Christmas season. We have to watch Frozen." And ever since it came out, it was like every Christmas. It broke. Ah. But I remember being like, "Mom, I want to spend time with my mom watching Frozen." So she understood the point of like, "Mom, I want to be with my other mom right now. We need some time together." It's been a few months. I love you, but please, may I just have like an hour or two where I'm not feeling like I'm being surrendered to Miss Karen cooking in the kitchen. And I'm like, Mom, I trust myself. No wars have started. No arguments have broken out. I think this is gonna be good, yeah. And she goes and says, I trust your child. When you say good year in my house, it turns bad. I said it. I'm gonna take the fault on this one. She cursed now. And my mom turns away. And we have a rule we do not smoke anything in the house. And I'm Canadian. I'm gonna hint at Canadian products. And I go, Mom, I'm gonna go and like. She just came up. But I remember being like, Mom, I don't feel good. And I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna lay down. I have an allergy to smoke. Hi, Mom. Yeah, Jamie was wondering why didn't you come over today? I told Jamie today was Christmas dinner. Because we're going over to my mom's. This is how like I'm feeling the holidays get. I want to do an emo look, but now I'm going for more of like a yeah. I'm also live on YouTube. And then I remember being like, I don't want Christmas. I don't like it. And she goes, okay, child. I'm like, Mom, I don't need this holiday anymore. She a goner. And I'm like trying to get my mom to cancel the rest of the day. I'm not doing it. And she's still doing 100. Oh no. I put towels in the basement and I have to keep them. In my house, we have a septic system, and when we go to the septic system overflows, we're at the toilet for a week. And I remember like, Mom, if I canceled Christmas for everyone this one, because she snapped at even me walking by. I had granola virus and I was like starving. It was like 2 in the afternoon. And normally for us for Christmas dinner, we have our turkey at like midday. And I was like, Mom, I'm hungry. No turkey yet. No one appeared with a turkey. Just like, go get some food. No. I'm not gonna get another lecture. And then my mom goes and says, go get food if you're hungry. I'm not gonna do it this time. Because, yeah. And I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna get the food. And the moment I stepped out of the kitchen, she's like, no, get out. And my mom was like, later, grab some food. This was my biological. Because she knew I was at this point telling her how I didn't really celebrate Christmas that day. Hey, Mom. I love you. Something, but I zoned out. When I'm at the zone, I zone out doing streams, story times. But my best experience ever when I was a kid was last year at my school. We had the wellness department. Now, in the wellness department, they focus a lot on our such good mental health. I would advise for any schools to open a wellness department for their students because it shows you care. And I got to stop using this beautiful stick. Okay, just got it. But I remember being like, Mom, this is gonna be a great year. I can't wait to see you. You're my best thing ever. And I love every time I got to see her growing up. But every year, this person would be like, come over to my house for Thanksgiving. I'm like, no. And we would go over every year on Christmas. She would like, come over. And save my mom having the cook.
What did you say to me?
I'm doing a video. Why did you bring that in here?
More fucking laundry.
And she doesn't have to listen. And I remember telling my mom, I'm done with Christmas. Ooh, I gotta do a metallic eye look. I am still bored with Christmas. But if I do like more content next, I want to blend. I literally love the Ardenes. Oh god, that's terrible. Shimmery eyeshadows. I had a Halloween party one year and I was like, let's see. I hate my life. Okay, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you. Also, I'm going through a lot, so I'll see y'all tomorrow.